Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, August 22nd, 2012. I am Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, the sun moves into Virgo today. That's right, we just wrapped up a Leo transit, so what was it in your heart that you want? We are now implementing that into our lifestyle. But I gotta say, this is kind of a confusing day. That's because the sun now, of course, in Virgo, but what is Virgo? Virgo is reality. It is the moment. It is great for sports. It is great for that moment when you're running. It is great for cleaning house, right? It is knowing every little detail, making sure that we understand and process. It is very mental. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and it is a mutable sign. So really, this is really changing things based off what reality is saying, and really looking at the graphs of life and changing it up and really figuring it out. And what is this? And you can question, not as much as a Gemini would, but you can question by looking at the details of your life. And it's opposing Neptune and Pisces, which Pisces is the natural home, right? And with the sun in Virgo opposing this spot, reality and our mystical side, our dream state, the spirituality is opposing. So if anything, really, this is probably the one day that I would say that spirituality and reality are at odds. So there's a lot of, science stuff over here, and then there's a lot of the spirituality community over here. It really is at odds. People aren't seeing the two on the same team right now. And even consciously in our life, our reality is the farthest thing away from spirituality. So really it can be hard, because as we're stuck in this reality, reaching to our spirit, reaching to that, is a longer challenge than it usually would be, consciously understanding it. Also, the sun is squaring the nodes today. So deciphering the present, the past, the future, this is a really confusing day, especially because it's opposing this spot. We do have this really nice, really big cross, really strong with 2 knots, and we got the sun and Neptune, which is a really confusing day. So just know that today, wrapping up on the details will not be easy as said as done, and that the really outlet out today is the moon. The moon will be in Scorpio today, and we are emotionally looking for what we want to invest in. So tap into your emotions, tap into what you emotionally want to go with. Scorpio is on or off, black and white, not much gray, just on all the way or off all the way. And so where do you want to go in your life? Observe the details. You just know what your heart wants. We do have Mercury now that is now back to its original spot, going fast, so our minds are still wrapped up in our heart. We haven't lost our heart energy yet. We are really thinking and processing this. And it's interesting because later at night, the moon will square Mercury here, so we'll be emotionally wanting to invest, yet we do have to check our minds and make sure that it is on the same team with our heart. Because if we're going to invest, we have to have our heart on the right team. Our attitude has to be in the right way as well. Remember, Jupiter is still in Gemini, so it really is cracking open our heads here. It really is looking big into our attitude and making sure we have the right attitude and looking at the facts. And I got to be honest with you, this month is going to be intense. A lot of stuff. Mars going into Scorpio here, and with the moon here first, we emotionally are looking deep into what we want to invest in. That's because when Mars comes in, whatever you want to invest in, if you want to put the hammer down at 6th gear in the car, the universe is giving us the green light. But there is confusion first, so we can really try and learn to process things and kind of get the details. I gotta also say, I know the energy was chill yesterday. It could be a little bit more intense today with this moon in Scorpio and with this confusion. But the way to get out of this is just to understand that spirituality, reality, the mystical world, what we call reality, are at odds today, and they are squaring the nodes. And really the way out is the North Node, which is in Sag, which is see a big picture, look at your beliefs, know where you're aiming in your life. Don't forget about where you're aiming. And Jupiter in Gemini really is knowing the truth and aiming big. So those are the way out right now, is to aim high and to know where you're aiming. And when the details are right, and when you're confused and all this weird energy comes today, and the past, the future, what is it? The now is really important, but the now is a confusing time as well. When we're trying to escape to the future, it's just where you're aiming. When you look at the past, it's like, let's not go back there, right? Go to my website, david-palmer.com, click up at the store. I got my 15, 30, and 60-minute sessions on there. I got 90-minute sessions too, and I also got my astro coaching on there. Check it out. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.